Good evening, everybody. It's on the hour, 7 o'clock South African time, and welcome. We're not a big group, but this meeting will be recorded, so you can send it to your team members or the people we know. There's a lot of load shedding around South Africa again, so for those people that couldn't attend, we will share the recording on the groups. Robert, over to you.
Thank you very much, Heinrich, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Co-op Life Recovery Drive overview. And if you're here for the first time, fasten your seatbelt, have a look at what we're doing. We're doing something very, very, very different. We received a lot of comments from people saying this is something that will definitely work. Even our own international compliance officer has commented last night on the major funders group, or the funders group, that we have our weekly meeting, that this is unique and we will succeed. Right, so let's carry on with the presentation and start off with a bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most exciting opportunity ever. We are introducing the world's most reliable, fully automated, self-driving ecosystem that will blow your mind. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. Together, we will embrace this global opportunity to raise funds for each other, to raise funds for equal access, opportunities, representation, and sustainability, to raise funds for something bigger, to raise funds cooperatively to recover our losses, to raise funds cooperatively to restore everyone's hopes and dreams. We will all achieve this through a brilliant crowdfunding donation system where we focus to become the world's largest pay-it-forward crowdfunding donation system cooperatively with Co-op Life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Co-op Life Recovery Drive for the love of freedom.
And you decide, what kind of freedom do you want? Financial freedom, freedom of slavery, freedom of the red tape, freedom of doing the same work over and over and over again. Let us rather share with you what kind of freedom you can achieve and how we offer this to you. But before we do that, just a couple of disclaimers. The information shared in this presentation is not considered as financial advice. And as members of Co-op Life Recovery Drive and Co-op Life, we are not financial advisors, and we are merely sharing our personal experience of this incredible opportunity. And this is not an investment. And as we go through the overview, you will see why we say that this is definitely not an investment. So the origin of Co-op Life Recovery Drive stemmed from forum members, the people that put the drive together, who were part of an approximate 8,700 members who participated in a previous platform that was suddenly discontinued by its founder. And there are a lot of other crypto investment platforms, other kind of platforms out there where the website suddenly was just closed. People are not paying. People are paying over a period of time and not immediately. We were lucky as the forum that we did recover some funds from the founder, but that was not merely enough to refund 8,700 members their initial contributions in any of these plans, the $1 million plan, the $7 plan, $16, $7 bits, $16 dolphin, and $16 infinity plans. There were always something wrong with any of these plans. A new plan was devised and introduced, etc. And then suddenly everything was just closed. Hopes and dreams were dashed of the members. So the forum undertook to refund 8,700 members' funds that they've lost in that previous platform. And we had to look at various options how to execute this, as you can imagine, enormous task. It's not that we did have to do it. We didn't take the money, but we saw the hardship it has caused. And from the heart, we tried to see what can we do to make sure that people can be refunded. And this is now extended even to other platforms that have closed. Hence the word recovery is being very apt to help other people in many of the other platforms around the world also to recover financially. And the forum came across Co-op Life with its 2 crowdfunding donation cooperatives or platforms, the Co-op 50/50 and Co-op Crowd. And we certainly did the necessary due diligence, made sure where it came from, who's the founder behind it. And we do believe that we found our solution. So let's have a look at 2 short videos that explains the 2 crowdfunding platforms, Co-op 50/50 and Co-op Crowd, just in short detail.
We are Co-op 50/50, and we've got your back. We know times are financially tough right now, and you need a solution immediately. You may be unemployed or underemployed. You've probably got more month than money, and you're out of options. We also know you can't afford to pay for another failed program. You need a system you can count on, one that's automated, decentralized, private, and puts money in your pocket immediately. One that is affordable, easy to understand, and gives you instant access to your money. One that can quickly get you out of debt, pay all your monthly bills, and provide you with enough money to live the way you choose. Co-op 50/50 is that system, and we've perfected it for you. We've built it with you in mind and for times like these. You see, we are the experts, the innovators, and we created crowdfunding. We released the world's first online global peer-to-peer money exchange system in 2001, and we've been doing this for 2 decades. We have put over $1 billion into people's pockets all over the world just when they needed it most. If you are in want or need hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars right now, you're at the right place, at the right time, and you can start receiving the money you want literally within minutes of joining us. These are some of the most important points. 100% of all donations go to you with no middleman or company taking a cut. 50/50 system is based on the world-famous Mobius loop, which we created and is a 2x2 follow-me forced matrix. You always remain with your team, and your team of donors always remains with you. There are 6 ways to receive donations in 50/50. People you've personally invited to donate to your cause. The people they've invited, help from above, help from below, re-entries, and one-time donations from people who just want to make a donation. 50/50 has 8 donation levels, and you can choose the level or levels you wish to get started. You will only have a one-time out-of-pocket donation for each level you join, and any future donation you send will be because you received many in return. We've created the world's first decentralized private digital wallet. You can receive an unlimited number of donations simultaneously from each donation level. There's no forced progression, and you will only advance to the next level when you choose. 50/50 is an automated system and cannot be manipulated. Auto placement, auto sending and receiving of donations, auto re-entry, auto suspension, and unsuspension. You can choose not to re-enter any donation level. Each donation level has 6 positions, 2 positions directly below you and 4 below those 2. You receive 50% of each donation from each of those 6 positions in your wheelhouse. Once the 6 positions are filled, another wheelhouse automatically reopens unless you've chosen not to have it reopen. You can receive an unlimited amount of donations every second of every day. 50/50 is a global crowdfunding system, and anyone everywhere can join and donate to your cause. Co-op 50/50 is the newest addition to our cooperative crowdfunding system, and here's how it works. To get the most out of 50/50, we recommend completing these 3 simple doable steps. 1. Register and make a donation to become an active donor. Help 2 or more become active donors. 3. Encourage you 2 or more to also help 2 or more to become active donors. Completing those 3 steps fills your first wheelhouse, gives you many donations, and puts our one-of-a-kind Mobius loop to work in your favor. The 50/50 system automatically re-enters you back with your inviter to receive many more donations, all without additional effort by you. That's right, you can receive even more donations without additional effort. Because of the Mobius loop, you follow your team, and your team follows you, creating additional donations in your pocket while watching your favorite game, playing with the kids, or even while you sleep. You heard me say 2 or more. Focus on the 2 or more because if you're like most, you know many people who could use more money in their lives right now. In Co-op 50/50, we work together as a team, and the bigger your team, the bigger your dream. We're called 50/50 because you always receive half, meaning that if you invite 2 or 200 people to donate to your cause, you always get 50% and 50% from many of the people they invite. The other 50% goes to one of your teammates. How awesome is that? And it can quickly add up to you receiving tens of thousands of dollars and give you the financial breathing space you need right now. Oh yeah, we've created the world's first decentralized private app and first digital private wallet. Doing so has allowed us to totally automate the sending and receiving of donations, giving you real-time tracking and keeps your money private. We also offer great tools and support. Answering these questions will help you determine if Co-op 50/50 is right for you. 1. Do you want or need more money than you have right now? 2. Do you know 2 or more people who want or need more than they have right now? 3. Do you have the money to get started right now? If you answered yes to those 3 questions, you're ready to get started. So let's.
So that's Co-op 50/50, the very first platform where we will enter people into. And they will automatically then go over into Co-op Crowd Cooperative, which is a 3x10 matrix. But let the video explain this to you as well.
What's your 84?
That's a weird question.
That's because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
Maybe you're starting a business, saving animals, saving people. Maybe you need to save yourself. Whatever that is, we believe you can do it in 84 days. Sounds pretty incredible, right? But what am I talking about? It's called Co-op Crowd, and it's the smartest, easiest, most rewarding way to crowdfund. Traditional crowdfunding is cool, but you'll soon realize it's limited. There you are, all on your own, asking for money. Sure, your heart's in the right place, but what if there was an even better way where we all helped each other? Co-op Crowd effectively unleashes the power of the people, leverage and sharing to help everyone reach their goals. With the Co-op Crowd, people are not just giving a little and leaving. Here, everyone that gives can also receive, until everyone has funded their own cause. Now that's crowdfunding, turning givers into receivers. Co-op Crowd is the result of over 20 years of experience developing and perfecting the crowdfunding industry, where we've helped more than 1 million people around the world raise over $1 billion for their individual causes. And here is why Co-op Crowd is like crowdfunding with an unfair advantage. Let's say you are, I don't know, building a new home for all your cats and need some extra money. Hey, cats are people too, and we can't all save the world. Would you prefer clown college?
Seriously? Let's not.
Okay, cats it is. So now what do? With Co-op Crowd, you can find and support a cause that means something to you. You can then register as an active donor for just $1 a day. A portion of that donation goes to a cause of your choice, plus helps as many as 9 other causes. And as usual in crowdfunding, you start your own campaign asking for people to donate to your cause. Only this time they can join in the cooperative, give to your cause, and help others while getting funded for a cause of their own. And here is where the magic really happens. Once a few of your donors become active donors themselves, the shared donations just keep growing. As each donation is added to the cooperative, it starts a chain reaction, helping 10 causes receive a piece of the pie, over and over again. Think of how many cats you could house then.
The cat thing was your idea, remember?
Or maybe you could go on to save the world. Whatever it is, you can easily see it all happen before your eyes with our online portal. And even better, you can withdraw your money whenever you want, even right away.
So what's the catch?
I get it. It seems all too easy. There isn't one. And if you want, we'll even let you try it free. You choose your goals and then use Co-op Crowd to fund them. With the help of a few friends, you can all reach your funding goals in just 84 days. All you need is the dream, and the crowd does the rest. So what's your 84?
I'm thinking.
Don't go it alone. It's time to engage the crowd. Co-op Crowd. We give, share, and receive our way to wealth, and we turn givers into receivers.
And Co-op Crowd is a new kind of crowdfunding because we raise funds for everything to live debt-free, stress-free, physically free, and that just for $1 a day. In our community, we give, share, and receive. And both the Co-op 50/50 and Co-op Crowd are platforms put together by David T. Rosen, the founder, who's got a brilliant mind for numbers and who spent 20 years of his life perfecting crowdfunding platforms. Why would anybody spend 20 years of his life doing that and creating something that is illegal? Crowdfunding, you can Google that, is totally legal. Donations, giving donations is totally legal. So let's have a look at what actual Co-op members have to say. And the last gentleman in this video is our founder, David T. Rosen.
We use Co-op Crowd because we help each other.
That's what we do. We fund one another.
We each raise funds for something bigger.
Each time we raise funds for equality.
It's time we raise funds for sustainability.
It's time we raise funds for equal access, opportunities, and representation.
Cooperatively, we are stronger. But it's up to us to ensure the change is for the better.
Working together to fund all the right causes.
And we can help fund them through Co-op Crowd.
If we each do a little,
we can all receive a lot.
Cooperative crowdfunding. We fund one and we fund all.
So this is the Co-op Life Recovery Drive. And through both these platforms, our ambition is to form the largest automated paid-forward crowdfunding donation system. And through this presentation, we will show you how we will achieve that. So we got 2 platforms. Firstly, our own recovery drive. Through Co-op Life, we had initial major funders and funders who funded the Co-op Life Recovery Drive, so getting it off the ground and sponsoring those 8,700 members position. Any new members from any other failed platforms who also want to wish and recover financially can fund their own positions, but optionally can sponsor Super 6 members as well. These Super 6 members of the previous platform, their position will be funded by the recovery drive and the funders, but they can help themselves by getting an extra position and be registered right at the top where we are. And all of this will happen through Co-op Live's 3 cooperatives, the Co-op 50/50, Co-op Crowd 25, and Co-op Crowd 250. These are 3 peer-to-peer donation platforms. You will also receive your own private decentralized co-op wallet. And all donations sent in all of these 3 platforms will go through the very same private digital wallet where you are the owner of it. So we start off in Co-op Life Recovery Drive, do all the initial registration here. Then we move over to Co-op Life. And we register people right in the beginning in Co-op 50/50, activate them, and there's a check mark. As Co-op 50/50 grows, these funds in the wallet, you will be automatically upgraded to Co-op Crowd, which is 3x10 metrics, the 25. Check mark because you immediately activated. As Co-op Crowd grows, we will automatically put you over to Co-op Crowd 250 and check that mark as well. So Co-op 50/50 consists of 8 donation levels. $25, $50, $150, $250, $500, $1,000, $2,000, and the final one is the $4,000 wheelhouse or donation center. Whatever the wheelhouse starts, your donation going in that wheelhouse will be tripled through 6 people entering into your wheelhouse, giving you total donations 3 times the amount that you got in. As you can see, the 25 becomes 75, 50 becomes 150, 150 becomes 450. Little bit down there, the $1,000 wheelhouse will generate $3,000 in donations. And then we got that infinity sign, which is the world's first and famous Mobius loop, which automates this whole system. And as soon as you got money and filter donation center of the 25, there's $75. It'll take and upgrade you automatically to the $50 wheelhouse. As I mentioned, you will get 6 donations of $25, giving you $150. The $150 will be upgraded to the $150 level. You now get 3 times that in donations, $450. $250 will be used to upgrade you to the $250 wheelhouse. And then you will have $200 left in your digital wallet. The $250 wheelhouse will generate 3 times the amount in donations. And these are the people that were placed under you that will follow you through all these donation centers. So $250 will generate $750, of which $500 is used to upgrade you. You've got another $250 left. And that's how funds will accumulate in your private digital wallet. And the Mobius loop will carry on upgrading you until the 8th wheelhouse, which is the 4,000 wheelhouse. You get $12,000 in donations. You will have your own private decentralized digital wallet, as we mentioned, and all donations sent through all these 8 wheelhouses are being sent and received through your private wallet. Nobody else has got that access to that wallet. And then from here, we go into Co-op Crowd, which is a 3x10 matrix. So everybody must have 3 people. 3 people, you get 3 people, they get 3 people, and that goes down for 10 generations. This is the world's first residual donation system. So you put in every month, automatically from the system, because there's only a one-time out-of-pocket donation that you start off in the Co-op 50/50. Thereafter, you do not contribute anymore. And as you are going through the wheelhouses between the 150 and 250 wheelhouse, there is sufficient money in your wallet that will automatically upgrade you with $84 in the Co-op Crowd, which is a subscription 3 months ahead. And all donations in those 10 levels are also being sent and received through the same digital wallet. On the left-hand side, you will always receive 50% of the people that were enrolled under you. And that happens in any of the 8 wheelhouses when they cycle. And all 8 wheelhouses, ladies and gentlemen, can cycle simultaneously once they're all full. On the right-hand side, you will receive residual donations every single month to take care of those residual expenses like your mortgage, school fees, car payments, etc. The back office of 50/50, in the dashboard, you will be able to see whether your Co-op Crowd membership has been activated when you were upgraded. It also shows you the open wheelhouses of those 8 levels. The dashboard will also show you exactly the donations that you've received, as well as the donation that you've sent to fellow members. It'll also show you how many active members have you got. And in this account, which is the main recovery account, we've got 6 active personals, and we'll get into that just now. So we created 6 active personals, being recovery funding account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's a purpose for that, and we will explain that to you just now as well. When we're talking about a wheelhouse or a donation center, there will always be 6 people coming in to fill the 6 spots. You will always receive 50% of their donation to fill that wheelhouse. The wheelhouse closes and then opens a new wheelhouse. The closed one will go to the closed section wheelhouses. And the dashboard will always show you how many open wheelhouses you will have. Once you open them, there will always be these wheelhouses open forever. And there's always 6 positions. As you can see here, it is recovery funding accounts that have come in here. When donations centers have been closed, as we call them, the closed wheelhouses, they go to the closed wheelhouse section, and in each of the different levels, 25, 50, 150, 250, it'll show you all the closed wheelhouses, meaning how often you have cycled in these wheelhouses. And it'll show you on all the different levels as well. So we had this idea now that we wanted to refund 8,700 members. We had to look at the feasibility of how is this doable. We had no funds. That's why we got funders in. We worked out the feasibility, saw it can certainly work. Then we went off to the planning. And as we were planning and putting this together, we had to put formalities into place as well. We spoke to the founder, who approved our project, who indeed is helping our project and supporting it tremendously. And this project has already been launched on the 23rd of June, 2021. So we're 3.5 months young at the moment. But the last couple of weeks, we got so much input from people that wanted to take part of this project that we ran into troubles and support, and we admitted openly, and we are busy sorting that one out. And all of this will be going through Coop 50/50 and Coop Crowd. Just for the people to understand the feasibility and the planning of the 8,700 people and how this whole project was put together. When you've got 8,700 people and you've got to place 3 personals under each person, only the top 2,900 people will have 3 personals. And that left us with a huge challenge that the rest, the 5,800 people, did not have any personals. We did come up with a solution, and that resulted in the recovery drives, terms of conditions, which we will explain to you just now as well. Where are we getting those 5,800 3 personals for those people? And this is then the automated 6-step process in this self-driving ecosystem. Step number 1, like in anything that you want to participate in, is registration. Registration will be done via an online link. It's a Google link. You can do it on your phone, on your desktop, on your laptop. Very easy to complete. You complete this form, and you will benefit from more than 8,700 Super 6 members who are already by default part of the project. But we have to gradually put them in, register them with funds available, and activate them. Once you're registered, we will come into our internal onboarding system. We will take some of the 8,700 member, register your position and their positions to the benefit of both, and immediately register both on Coop Live's Coop 50/50 system. Now, at this point in time, together with the funders' monies that we had to bring those people in, and you wanting to participate here, paying for your position or donating for your position, you have to do payments in cryptocurrency. We only accept, in step number 3, cryptocurrencies directly into the platform, because we are not a deposit-taking institution. We stay clear of the law. We want to make sure that we do everything by the book. Once payment is effected and your position is activated, it then goes to step number 4, which is the monitoring system. The forum team, the admin, will manage the project, monitor and analyze the progress of your position as well as everybody else's position. Monthly feedback will be provided on the progress on our website, Telegram channel, and through Facebook. And we recently got good news from the founder, David T. Rosen, because people want to see their positions. And this is where the terms and conditions start. And there are 3 very simple terms and conditions. If you do not want to be part of these terms of conditions, you don't like the terms of conditions that we're presenting here, then please do not participate and put the program in jeopardy by later coming back and saying we were unfair, etc. The very strict terms of condition to make this project work. And our objective here is, ladies and gentlemen, is to get everybody as quickly as possible to the $4,000 wheelhouse. And as you go through the 8 wheelhouses and you end up in the 4,000 wheelhouse, you will have in the account between $15,000 and $40,000 accumulated funds. Now, part of the terms of conditions is that you do not have access to the system. You cannot withdraw any money until you get to the 4,000 wheelhouse and has cycled at least once. You will have between $15,000 and $40,000 there. And then you get to the next terms of condition is where you have to donate $5,000 once off to the main recovery funding account. And the third condition is that you introduce this to 3 people, your friends, your colleagues, your family, doesn't matter who, to look at the system. If they're interested, you provide us with the names on an onboarding form again, and these people do not have to pay because your donations will be used to pay for their entrance, for their donations into the system. Once they completed the application, so that was step number 5. You donate between $3,000 and $5,000 once off from your accumulated donations to the main recovery account, and you share this with 3 or more people. They complete their applications, abide by the same terms of conditions, are registered and going through the 6-step process. And this will be repeated over and over again. They also have to donate $5,000. They also have to bring 3 people whose positions will be paid and entered into the system. Now, currently, we have an excess of 10,000 members. That includes the 8,700. Approximately only 8,100 still have to be brought in. The rest are already in the system, together with all the people that have paid. And when we've got 10,000 people that we take through the system, hand over their account to them, and they each bring 3 people, that is 30,000 people, and they will be placed under people coming in as personals. So you do not actually have to do recruiting. If you want to call it recruiting, by all means. We're just saying share the opportunity. Bring the people in. They don't have to pay for it. Your donation pays for it. And when those 30,000 people also get through the recovery drives process, the 6-step process, they also have bring 3 people, and that's another 90,000 people. And this is worldwide. And the 90,000 people also have to bring in 3 minimum people. They can bring 6 or 9. The more, the merrier. We got 270,000 people, and this will run into millions. Because we're acting here with a project where we call it a cooperative. Everybody helps everybody to succeed here. You do not have to build this on your own. We've got this plan here. And once the people have registered, you've made your donations, we transfer the account over to you. You manage it responsibly, because you will carry on receiving with every cycle of all the 8 wheelhouses a net donation of a minimum of $15,000. And that doesn't even include the co-op crowd residual donations coming through. It's a minimum of $15,000 in South African rand, over 220,000 rand every single cycle. And sometimes these wheelhouses can cycle 2 or 3 times a month. And that is very possible in this ecosystem where we have so many people coming in under. So let us show you how we did the recovery drive structured approach. So it has to start with an account. There's the main recovery funding account. You have to bring in 2 people, but because of Co-op Crowd, to qualify for all the donations and bonuses, it is a 3x10 matrix. You have to bring in 3 people. So even with Co-op 50/50, we bring in 3 people. So there's the 3rd position. And there are the next 3 positions. And this one fills a wheelhouse of the 6 positions or people that the video has talked about. They are the 6 personals. And we created under the main recovery account, specifically recovery funding accounts, because when they all cycle and they receive a minimum net amount of $15,000 per cycle, all of that money will be used to bring in the Super 6 people and help other people, because we've started creating a recovery queue, which will become live by next week, where people that don't have funds right now can stand in the queue, wait for these recovery funding accounts to pay for your position and bring you into the system. Then you abide by the T's and C's, follow the 6-step process. So let's have a look at these 6 recovery funding accounts and how we structured under them. So we just take recovery funding account as an example, and we had to put 3 positions under there. And this is where the major funders came in, people that funded our project with between 20 and 30,000 Rand, 1,300 to $2,000, because we got international funders in here as well. And the gentleman's agreement is that they will be refunded the funds that they put in to help us getting the project off the ground within a 6-month period. Because if each and every one of those recovery funding accounts just cycle once, it is $15,000 per cycle. And we have to refund the funders between $1,300 and $2,000. That is absolutely doable. We then got advice from our uplines that we should create more personals under each of the recovery funding accounts, because it'll help the system grow faster, cycle faster, and bring in more money. So there we brought another 3 funders positions under each of these accounts. So initially, 6 times 3 was 18 major funders, and we got those funders in to support us within a period of 3 weeks, plus the money, their funds. When we announced the next step to get another 18 funders in, 3 under each of those 6 accounts, those funder positions were wrapped up within 4 days and paid within 4 days, because word of mouth spread out to the people and said, this is a project worth looking at. And the big thing about all the recovery accounts and all the major funders accounts, because they funded it here, do not have to donate 5,000 when they're at the 4,000 wheelhouse and we hand that account over to the major funders. A lot of these major funders also said that once they cycle on the 4,000 level, they will carry on funding more people to come into the system, because they just can do. And we didn't want to do that because they have played their part already. So we created another additional 3 personals. We got 6, and we added another 3 recovery funding accounts. So under each of the 6, another 3 recovery funding accounts gives us 9 personals under each of the funding accounts. So 6 times major funders, we had 36 major funders, and 3 additional funding accounts. That's additional 18 refunding accounts, gives us a total of 25 recovery funding accounts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is the significance of this? Once all these 25 recovery funding accounts just cycle once and get a minimum per cycle of $15,000 net in donations, 15,000 times 25 gives you $375,000 per cycle. And we're doing internal funding or donations to activate other people at $60 per position in the Co-op 50/50. We can then register and fund with only one cycle of the 375,000 that we receive. We can register and fund 6,250 people. Can you see how quickly that will happen? And when those 6,250 people go through the system, they have to donate all $5,000. So they didn't do anything. Their position wasn't paid for. It was funded by the recovery funding accounts. They bring in 3 people. That brings another 18,000 people just of those 6,250. So this will have a tremendous snowball effect in the system. So from each of these major funders and the recovery funding accounts, we now have placed another 6 personals to help them generate more money and cycle faster. But there was such a demand by people who wanted to help and fund the account, we had to come up with another idea, and we created additional funding accounts. Because here we had Co-op Life Recovery members, 6 of them under each of the major funders, and from there on, every single member in the Co-op Life Recovery Drive will be allocated 3 paid personals. Now, due to the demand of the funders, we created additional funding accounts under some of those 18 recovery funding accounts, giving us a total of 54 funder accounts. The funder accounts each pay $870, which is for their position in 50/50, their automatic position in Co-op Crowd, which all the major funders and recovery account are in already, but they're also sponsoring or donating 10 positions of the Super 6 members. So with 54 funders sponsoring 10 positions, we were able to register another 540 people and paid for. And the benefit for these funders for paying $870 in donations, when they have to donate at the end, they actually do not donate. So we thought that was quite a sweet deal. You pay $870 now, you sponsor 10 people, help the drive, and you do not have to donate $5,000. So let's look at the membership joining options with the T's and C's. Donate towards your own position if you want to participate now. Optionally sponsor additional members. There would be benefits for you if you do that. And prior to handover of your position, you're required to donate between $3,000 and $5,000, depending on your chosen option with the benefits that we show you now. And you share this opportunity at the end, only at the end before we hand over your position to you. Not right now, with 3 or more members, because your donation will sponsor them. So let's look at option 1. It's $85 for your own position. And at the end, you have to donate $5,000 before we hand over the account to you, and obviously bring in 3 people. Option 2 is $160 for your own position, but you ought to donate $60 to another member, one of the Super 6 members. For that extra $60, you will get a discount on your donation at the end of $500. Once again, that's a sweet deal. Let's go for arguments to option 5. You do have $380. You have the funds available right now. You pay for your own position, and you sponsor another 4 members, Super 6 members. 4 times 500, that's $2,000 discount at the end, and you only donate $3,000. Option 6, if you want to sponsor more people, there are additional benefits for you. Please contact us. Now, the benefit to members, and this is every single member, every single position in the system, in Co-op 50/50 and Co-op Crowd. No recruiting. No personal admin required. Now, remember what we said, we want to create the world's largest pay it forward crowdfunding donation system. That pay it forward really happens when everybody gets to the 4,000 wheel hours. brings in 3 or more people whose positions are being paid. You paid it forward. And when they get through the system, they donate, they bring in 3 people that they will pay it forward to. Hence, no recruiting. In this automated online registration process, automated position placement, automated donation payments. And 100% of all the donations in both Co-op 50 and Crowd are shared peer-to-peer between the members. Nothing of those donations goes to a third party, to a middleman, or to the Co-op Life company. And you will receive unlimited donations. There's a fully automated transaction history in your private decentralized digital wallet. You can print that out. Every single donation sent and received, any member-to-member transfer where you helped other members, any withdrawals that you've made. You can print that out and then give it to your tax advisor or your accountant and pay your dues on donations to the relevant tax authorities in your country. And the big thing here is you receive your completed position at the $4,000 wheelhouse, and you enjoy your financial freedom through the residual donations and share this experience of the life-changing, exciting opportunity with others by donating their positions to become, like you, financially free, debt-free, and stress-free. So the funders, we still got a couple of positions left, and members registrations, a total automated registration process. You can ask us, we will send you a registration link. It's an online link. It is also on our website under coopliverecoverydrive.com. And once you complete the application, you also mention all your contact details, and we are compliant to the POPI Act. There will be a request for your next of kin and their contact details, because if anything happens to you, especially in this pandemic that is currently going through the world, we want to make sure that your family will benefit. Once you've completed, you will get an immediate confirmation on your laptop, desktop, or on your phone that we have received your response. We will contact you within 24 hours so that we can arrange the crypto payment to be made. You will also immediately receive an email with a copy of your application sent to the email that you provided in this application. We then receive that and put it on the onboarding process. We've also provided applications for larger networking groups, people that have lost. And we know a lot of companies where they just shut down, the owners ran away, disappeared. Big companies around the world are not paying the commissions that should be paying. And those big groups can approach us, and we will make customized application forms for their own identity and admin control purposes. Here we're talking about the Super 6 people, the 8,700. Each of those members have to complete this form, because in this application forms are our terms and conditions, which you do have to acknowledge and accept. Here's another application, Team 27, customized. And another application, Team B&L, customized. So if you're part of a bigger, large networking group and you know the top leaders there, let them contact us and we will customize for everybody. It goes onto the onboarding spreadsheet. This is how we receive it as you press the submit button. Date, timestamp, your email address, your preferred name, surname. We control then when it's been registered and paid. There are your mobile numbers, the country of residence, the city where you are, etc. And it then goes onto our process where everybody will be allocated a number from top to bottom, and it will just grow into millions eventually. As you can see in column D are a whole different email addresses. In the system, we don't use your email address. Otherwise, you would have access to the position, and you do not get access according to our T's and C's. That's why David T. Rosen provided us with over 10,000 email addresses, and we will be provided even more. so that we can control the process and get everybody together to the 4,000 wheelhouse, and nobody can draw money to jeopardize the growth of any of our positions. From here, you will be registered. You will get a donor key. We will pay the position. And the last one is just a registration overview where we make sure that everybody gets 3 personals. In the case of the funding accounts, we had 6 and 9 personals. In the case lower down, you will see the people are on the left-hand side. Everybody is pre-allocated 3 members, 3 personals. And as we fill them right in the beginning, those numbers come in here and start filling the process. Every single member will automatically receive 3 paid personals, ensuring you qualify and receive all available donations, including bonuses due to you on both cooperatives, Co-op 50/50 and Co-op Crowd. Now, step number 3 is make your crypto payment within 72 hours. Here is the funders hotspots. It's a broken down invoice, totally transparent of the costs. If you look at the single position, which is $60, as we mentioned, there's a safety surplus on all these invoices of 20%. That's to make sure that the $60 invoice can actually be met, depending on the fluctuations of the cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin or Ethereum, because you can also choose to pay with more than 100 cryptocurrencies. We will show that to you now. There's the different choice of 100 cryptocurrencies you can make payment with. Transparent invoicing. And once the payment has been received on our system, it'll show the status of completed payment. We will send the completed payment to you. If you've individually paid and worked with our admin ladies, it'll be sent to you by WhatsApp or Telegram. Larger groups who do bulk payments will receive an email that they have been registered. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your Co-op Life Recovery Drive. Our ambition is to create the world's largest automated paid forward crowdfunding donation system cooperatively with Co-op Life. And when I mentioned it is your recovery drive, it doesn't belong to me, the forum, Heinrich, or anybody else. It belongs to all the participating members here, to the benefit of everybody. So we created our own logo, which incorporates the Co-op Life logo. And this is Co-op Life Recovery Drive, for the love of freedom. And this logo was approved by Co-op Life's founder, David T. Rosen. So help us to help you. And cooperatively, we will help everyone else around the globe. And I want to thank you personally on behalf of the forum, and we hope that we will make your world spin around. Enjoy your new tomorrow and live your dreams once again. Any failed programs, come over to us. We will help you to recover. There will be some time for Q&As. Heinrich, I'm going to stop the sharing and we can take some Q&As. I just also want to stop the recording at this point in time.